Today, we're going to do a hip sequence. And that hip sequence is a very, very simple one. You can be in the office, you can be anywhere. If you begin to get a lower back problem, or if you begin to feel that you have a really, really, really tight hamstring, or something is pulling improperly on the back, this is a very good series that I think will help you a great deal. We're going to do a forward bend from the hip while we're sitting. We're going to simply fold forward. We're going to have the feet parallel to each other as we do that. We're folding right here where the pelvis joins the leg. And I'm going to ask you to start with your hands on your knee, then your elbow. And if you feel comfortable moving forward, farther forward with a straight spine, then I'll ask you to come all the way down until your spine is as close to parallel with the floor as you can come. Bring your elbows to the inside of the legs, and I'd like you to press out against the leg. But while you're pressing out, I'd like you to press back against the elbow. And then we'll hold on to the ankle. And I'm going to ask you, with your hands on the ankles, to pull yourself farther forward. And as you do that, press the heels into the floor. Pretend you're going to look up, but don't quite do that. And enjoy that nice deep stretch you're getting across the hips. Good. After we hold this for a few minutes, we'll release. We'll take all the tension out, put our hands on our knees, and press up. The next part of the sequence, we're simply going to turn the feet at a different angle, and that's going to access the hip joint a little bit differently. So we'll turn the feet out in the direction that these long bones of the upper leg, the femurs, are already pointing. So we're going to look out and make sure that the toes are right in line with that. So look at both sides, look to both sides, and then sitting up tall, once again we're going to fold right here where the leg joins the pelvis, and we're going to roll forward. Come as far forward as you can. If you're comfortable there, you can take your hands, bring them down, bring the elbows to the inside of the leg, press out in the direction that the knees are moving, press back with the knee, try to lift the foot up off the ground. That will pull you forward, and press the heels down at the same time. Pretend you're about to look up, but don't quite do that, and enjoy that stretch. Good. We're going to release the tension. We'll turn the feet forward, bring your hands onto your knees, press to come up, lift the chest, allow the chest to lift you. I like that. I like it so much that I'm going to ask you to join me as we do it with the feet in a different position. This time we're going to turn the feet out as far as we can, like so. Some people can do that, some can't. Do your best. This is about you, not about the pose that I can do. So go as far as you can, sit up tall. We're going to proceed with a straight spine, so we're going to lengthen the front of the spine. We'll lean forward. Let's go ahead and bring the elbows to the insides of the legs. And this time I'm going to ask you to press in the direction toward the knee. So you're going to go from the center, and you'll press out. Hold on to your legs. Now, same thing, we're going to press the heels down, and as we're pressing the heels down, we're going to try to lift them up. And as we do that, we'll use that dynamic tension of pressing the knee against the elbow and the elbow against the knee to access the hip very deeply. And we'll enjoy that stretch. To increase the stretch, once again, you can pretend you're about to look up, but don't quite do it. Hold all of those actions. Enjoy the stretch. You can tuck the chin a little bit so you don't crimp the neck in any way. And let's just go ahead and release all of the tension. turn the feet forward. If your legs are spread a really wide distance, you might feel comfortable bringing them in toward the center before you put your hands on your knees and press up. Let's just go ahead and shake the legs a little bit. And we'll straighten the legs one at a time, just in case there's any stress in the knee. We want this to be a very easy series. We don't want this to be a series that you feel like you really have to work. We want to work within the range of motion that you are comfortable with, and we want to go to the edge of your comfort zone and stay on that edge until we gradually open that edge and allow ourselves greater fluidity. So it does work. All you have to do is keep trying. Now we're going to access the hip in a much deeper way. And it's very simple, but I want you to be very careful because we're going to be stretching right in the head of the femur where it comes into the hip socket. To do that, I'm going to ask you to keep your right leg parallel to the side of the chair you're sitting in. We'll go ahead and bring the left foot up, and we'll rest the ankle right below the ankle bone across the knee. So the left foot, the left ankle is resting on the right knee, near the knee. Sit up tall, keeping a straight spine, folding where the leg joins the pelvis. We'll just lean forward. You'll begin to feel a very deep stretch in your hip. So you need to be careful as you go. If it's painful, you need to come right to the edge of the pain. Stay on that edge. Breathe into that edge. See if you can soften the hip. If you can, come forward. Come forward slowly. When you've gone as far as you can go, just enjoy the stretch that you're feeling in your hip and come up when you're ready. Now, some people will only be able to get the knee to here, and that's okay. That's your stretch. You lean forward. Some people will be able to go the whole way down, but when they move forward, they may only be able to go this far. That's all right. Other people will be able to move all the way down until the leg is resting against the chest, or the chest is resting against the leg. Wherever you are is fine. It's your pose. Don't try to do what your neighbor can do. Don't try to do what I can do. It's a very simple rule, but a lot of people don't want to pay attention to it. So after that stretch, we'll simply step the foot down. We'll shake the leg. And because this is a rotation in the hip, it's a rotation in the knee, we want to straighten the leg a couple of times just in case there's any tension in the knee or hip. All right, so there's a second side, and that's the fun part of yoga, because once you've tormented one leg, you want to... No, I want to take that back. We're just going to bring the other foot up, and we're going to sit up tall. We always begin by straightening the spine. While I'm talking about the spine, there's a very important point I want to share with you. The minute I say spine, everybody thinks of the back of their body. I want you to consider the front of the spine. And if you're thinking of the front of the spine, your awareness will be directed to the very center or the core of your torso. And that is, as far as I'm concerned, the heart center, or hridayam, or the front of the spine. And this is where we get the length to lift and move forward, making sure that we're folding where the pelvis joins the femur. So we'll fold forward. We'll go as far as we're comfortable going. You feel tension in the hip, that's where you stop. You breathe through that tension. And then, if everything begins to soften, you can find greater softness, greater opening in that joint. Lean forward. Go as far as you're comfortable going. but go slowly. When you've gone as far as you can go, take a minute to rest in that position, relax as much as you can, enjoy the stretch. And when you're ready, come up, allowing the chest to lead. And then if you would please, step the foot down, shake the leg, straighten it a couple of times. And now we're ready for a happy forward bend. So I'm going to ask you, now that the hip is a little soft and we've warmed up the legs, I'm going to ask you to simply take the left foot forward, sit up tall. You notice when I positioned this foot, I had the knee bent at 90 degrees. I don't want the foot back here. So that's fine right there. Sit up tall. Once again, we're going to lengthen the front of the spine. We're going to lift the chest, and where the hips join, where the leg joins the torso, we're going to fold. We'll come forward. We'll continue to lengthen the spine. We'll try to keep the head and neck right in line with the torso. And we'll continue to fold forward. It's almost like you're just simply trying to lean forward. Lean. Now, I'd like you to maintain some support for the spine when you're out here. To do that, you can keep a hand here, or you can put your elbow there. If you can touch the ground or the floor, go ahead and do that. You can actually, because I'm on gravel here, I'll just put my hands on my opposite foot and my leg. I'll look up. That once again helps me lengthen the front of the spine, and I'll proceed to fold. It's very important that the leg that you're stretching, the knee is straight, and that you're extending energy through the knee, not against the back of the knee. To do that, pull the toes back toward you a bit and lengthen. Just pulling the toes back like that will strengthen the quadricep and allow you to go farther into the pose. That will increase the stretch without making any other movement. And then when you've had enough, when you've enjoyed the stretch, bring your hands onto your knee. You can put both hands on the same knee, on the right knee this time, press to come up. And if you would please, bend the knee, shake the leg, and let's try the second side. Let's go ahead and straighten the right leg. We'll sit up tall. Remember, we're lengthening the front of the spine. We're going to have the foot in front of the knee or right below the knee to catch us in case we start to slip forward from a slippery seat. And sitting up tall, we're going to fold at the hip, leaning forward from the head of the femur where it joins the pelvis. Lean. Allow the sacrum to lead the action. Allow the rest of the spine to go with it. Come as far forward as you can, making sure that you're extending the energy from the hip, through the knee, out through the heel. If you're pressing back against the knee, you could injure the knee. So I encourage you to pay attention to that. And if you're feeling that you're pressing down, go ahead and slightly bend the knee and strengthen the quadricep. Draw the toes back. That will achieve that action for you. It will increase the stretch. Continue with the stretch. Come as far forward as you can. If you're comfortable touching the ground, take your hands down. If you're working in the garden, like me, you're on a gravel path, put your hands on your legs and just lean forward. Enjoy the stretch. When you're ready, put both hands on your left knee, press to come up, bend the knee, step the foot in, shake the leg, and let's straighten it a couple of times. Straighten both. Thank you.